Alright guys, welcome back. We're back with Katawa Shoujo. I'm gonna grab my sunflower seeds and my food so we can get this started. Wait, nope. Whoops. Alright guys, well welcome back. So, here was the question. I wonder. Nothing. He says, blah blah blah. If you say so. Misha positively beams, and so does Shizune, after a quick translation. I shake my head at their somewhat exaggerated enthusiasm and shift my focus on the food. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about secret girl stuff or something. ... The ellipses. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. Bleh. Tongue-tied. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Got some Medusa shit. Girl trying to be Medusa up in here. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Toward the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. Well, he had surgery. I mean, it's gonna take him a while to get back up to that point. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time I spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Besides me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. ... Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We've got to hurry already, since there's a lot of work for us to do. ... You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh, wait. The teacher said I'd have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on, the nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girl makes their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamaku Foundation offices, and all the nurses' offices. There may be a swimming pool. They even have a swimming pool. Whoops. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hichan. For physical therapy, of course. Yeah, sure. Anyway, all the nursing staff and facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. Bleh. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. Well, that's bullshit. There's always, like, a nurse's office, and, you know, they always have, like, medical equipment, the swimming facility. American high schools do. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I'm pretty sure most of them have swimming teams and other teams and other type facilities like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. Why won't you tell me what the nameplate is, goddammit? I want to know what his name is. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. While I remember, so my friend Eiler advised me to, when we get to the nude part, just blank it out and hide it, and I won't read anything dirty, and we won't have anything like that. It'll all be covered up, and you don't have to worry about anything about that. If you want to see the nudity, get the game. It's free. It's free. And there's other pathways to get, and if you want to see it, just do exactly what I did. Skip all the text. You can turn on this thing called a skip mode and skip, and just do all the decisions that I do. And, you can get the scenes. So, there you go. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around in his office chair to face me as I enter. Hang on 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. I realized that the sounds got turned down in the audio mixer for some reason. I was wondering why they were low. The room is not large, and I already read that. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cup rings lingering on the desk. Well, that's fine. Hello there. What can I do for you today? He's a young-looking and sort of rugged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard this very same question hundreds of times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Tell me your fucking name! Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai! I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency. So that's the part that's deadly. Chronic arrhythmia and the related congenital heart muscle deficiency. He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes. Good, well you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There are always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels so out of place that I'm left thinking why he even said it. I'd make a joke like that too. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many many medical people at the school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. This guy reminds me a lot of me, because he's just so witty, and he tries to do jokes, and sometimes they fail, just like me. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark gray laminate flooring, and all of the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Are blue cabinets ordinary? What about these, that's kind of generic right over there. But this thing! That's not generic. What is this? What does it do? It looks like an air thingy or something. And the computer with the that's a kind of an ordinary background. I mean, look at this room. It's kind of ordinary, but these blue cabinets right here are just interesting. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So you already have medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports, rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Yeah, well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. I played soccer when I was a little kid. I'm not good at it. I appreciate soccer, I watch some soccer. I generally watch Denmark because, that's my best friend and his father's team, and they'd always watch it, and then I'd watch it sometimes. I watched a couple games with them. But don't hate me for that if you're, English or like any other team, basically. I apologize, but it's mainly to support my friend and his family that I do. So, yeah, we'll see. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. His fucking face! His face is just... What is this? The blush, and it's just... He's trying to be cute, it's fucking hilarious. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. Damn. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Yeah. Basically, when I was in, say, elementary school, we'd always play, like football or basketball. I wasn't a jock, and, I wasn't very good except for football. I'm okay at football. I can throw a ball pretty damn far, pretty accurately. But it's just all of the... Damn. Don't you just love when you lose a train of thought? But it's just that I like the sports, I just was never really into it. And I found airsoft, and airsoft was something I could get behind. Not only do you get to fire guns, you get to train with people, have fun, it's very competitive. It just combines a lot of my loves together into one specific sport that anyone can enjoy. Anyway, any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Oh, it's because he's a bitch when it comes to women. He's beta. No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. Not exactly. I sidestepped the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise will do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming, maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously not content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building and the auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the final real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going, and I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? One of us! One of us! ... I should go somewhere too, to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge toward the dorms, sit a little way apart from the main building complex. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh-cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel, because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. Look at this painting. That's interesting. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators at the ends of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off from the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seem to have a toilet and shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. The nameplates on the rooms adjacent to mine are blanks. I guess there are just 2 of us here. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. Don't! No! Don't do that, please! I don't want to deal with him! Hello? Is anyone home? From inside, I hear a few movements. Then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeezed open. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He is looking at me very intently, There's extremely thick eyeglasses. Has anyone ever gotten bespectacled correct the first time? Who is it? Bespectacled hallmate. Nice to meet you, bespectacled hallmate. Which terrifies me to my very core. Blind? No, at least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until our noses are almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. Is he hunting vampires? Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens in realization as he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. Oh, sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Thank God we can replace this hallmate. Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shake it, still a little rattled by the sudden change of attitude and vehement welcome. There were some suspicious-looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It's probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people, too. Can't judge a book by its cover. This out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. I expect him to just back off and do some jazz hands. No. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer in, but I lean backwards to dodge it. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, shuts the door behind him. I slide the key into the lock of the door marked 119. Bleak, beige walls, white linen, a desk made out of some type of light wood, ugly curtains. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital room was. Why can't I see the damn desk? I want to identify what type of wood it is. That sounds kind of gay, I think. But I will still identify all of the wood. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stacked with my clothes. Aww. His parents put all his clothes away. And they don't visit him ever again, I think. They just leave him there. It's so depressing. And funny at the same time. Aww. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hit-chan, we've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if these don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. It's just the little things like that that really make it such a grand story.